Hello students, welcome to another class of physics. Before starting with our formal studies in our class, let us perform some activities which I have done for you. Just have a look over them. This jar that you can see is half filled with water and there is a straw immersed in it. Can you see the way the straw looks like? It appears as if it is broken from the edge where the water and air interfaces. If I turn the camera a little, we see distortion in the image of the straw. And looking at the straw right from the top, you see that the straw is not broken. Giving it again a front look, look at this. If I turn the jar, we see different phenomena, different images of straws being formed. You see that the straw is looking broken from here. Now it looks bigger. Again it is broken, and so on. Let us see this activity. Here I am using some water, a bowl and a coin. I am placing this coin inside the bowl right now, and we see that the coin is not visible. Now I start pouring water in the bowl without changing the position of the camera, and see what happens. Is the coin visible? Yes, the coin has started appearing now. Let us see one more magic. This is a bowl, a glass bowl which is filled with water. For your convenience, I am moving the camera all around so that you can see clearly that it is transparent water, and see if you can find any object inside water. I'll move the bowl also. If you can find any object inside water. Now let me show you. See, this is a transparent ball which is inside the water, and when I put it again in water, it is still not visible. I take it out once again and put it back in water. Again it becomes invisible. Activities that you saw. Light is showing some different behavior. This behavior of light is studied under the heading of refraction. Refraction of light, or in common words we say that it is bending of light. But here I would like to correct a little bit that what happens that light, when it travels from one transparent medium to the other transparent medium, as in case of water and air you saw, most of the activities were based on water and air with different objects. So what was happening there is that light, when travels from water to air or from air to water, it bends, its path changes. But why does it happen? It happens because the speed of light changes in different optical mediums. We call optical mediums. Why optical? Because these mediums are showing some behavior or some kind of interaction with light. So any medium whose behavior is studied with light is known as an optical medium. Then we saw that in that jar where the straw was kept, the straw inside water was looking something like this, and outside water it was giving an image like this. So what is happening here exactly is that light is traveling with different speeds in water and in air. And why these speed changes occur? Because this is another optical medium and this is a different optical medium. Different optical mediums have different type of interaction with light, and therefore the speed of light changes in different mediums, and that is why the light bends. And this is all we study in refraction. Some examples of optical media are air, water, glass, diamond. There are many more to list about. There can be any other solutions or any transparent liquid, any transparent fluid, any transparent solid, they all can become optical medium. But now here I have written just these four, and to show how their behavior changes with light. Air is the rarest of all these optical media. It shows the minimum optical density. Now what is optical density? This is actually the amount of absorption which is created by a medium. So air allows light to pass through it at a great ease. So here the speed of light is maximum. Coming to water, water has a greater optical density as compared to air. वाटर की ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी एयर से थोड़ी ज्यादा है. क्यों ज्यादा है? क्योंकि ये लाइट को अपने थ्रू पास तो होने देता है, बट थोड़ा बहुत एब्जॉर्प्शन का कोफिशिएंट उसके अंदर आता है, तो इसकी ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी ज्यादा है. ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी ज्यादा है तो इसका मतलब इसमें स्पीड ऑफ लाइट थोड़ी कम होगी एज कंपेयर टू एयर. कमिंग टू द थर्ड एग्जाम्पल आई हैव टेकन ग्लास. ग्लास में वो जो भी कुछ फैक्ट्स मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, दीज आर एक्सपेरिमेंटल फैक्ट्स. वी आर नॉट गोइंग हाउ दीज फिगर्स एंड फैक्ट्स हैव कम. हम सिर्फ ये देख रहे हैं कि क्या क्या बिहेवियरल प्रॉपर्टीज हैं. ग्लास को अगर हम एयर से कंपेयर करें तो ग्लास विल बी ऑप्टिकली डेंसर एंड हियर द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट विल बी इवन लेसर एज कंपेयर टू वाटर ऑल्सो. ग्लास के अंदर जो ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी है वो वाटर से भी, और अलग अलग ग्लासेस होते हैं बेसिकली, तो हम इसके अंदर कुछ कंपेयर ना करें. लेट अस कंपेयर ग्लास विद एयर ओनली. सो ग्लास शोज मोर ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी एज कंपेयर टू एयर एंड द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इन ग्लास इज लेसर इन glass as compared to that in air. Coming to diamond, diamond has the maximum optical density among all the materials that we know, and it shows maximum bending in the speed of light, or maximum bending in the ray of light, or we can say that minimum speed of light is seen in diamond. तो diamond के अंदर maximum deviation आता है जब भी light ray air से diamond में जाती है. तो ये सब जो है ऑप्टिकल मीडिया है. ऑप्टिकल मीडिया की प्रॉपर्टी होती है ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी, और जितना ज्यादा ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटी होगी उतनी ही कम स्पीड ऑफ लाइट होगी उस मीडियम में. तो अब ये ऑप्टिकल डेंसिटीज और स्पीड ऑफ लाइट से हम रिफ्रैक्शन में कैसे आगे बढ़ते हैं. रिफ्रैक्शन में क्या होता है कि स्पीड लाइट की चेंज हो जाती है. लाइट की स्पीड जब चेंज हो जाती है तो एक प्रिंसिपल होता है, उसको हम फर्मैट्स प्रिंसिपल कहते हैं. वो प्रिंसिपल ये कहता है कि कोई भी दो पॉइंट्स हैं, इन दोनों पॉइंट्स के बीच में अगर लाइट को ट्रेवल करना है तो लाइट ऐसा रास्ता लेगा जिसमें उसको शॉर्टेस्ट टाइम लगे. इट विल फॉलो द पाथ इन विच द टाइम टेकन इज शॉर्टेस्ट. सो दिस इज फर्मैट्स प्रिंसिपल. नाउ फॉलोइंग द फर्मैट्स प्रिंसिपल एंड कीपिंग इन माइंड that the speed of light changes going from one medium to another. Suppose this is air and the light is going from air to water. This is the ray of light which is falling on the surface or the interface between air and water. So what will happen when it goes from air to water? Its speed will decrease, and when the speed is decreasing, it will have to bend. बेंड होना पड़ेगा उसको, स्पीड कम हो गई तो इट विल बेंड लाइक दिस टूवर्ड्स द नॉर्मल. नाउ दिस एंगल विच द इंसिडेंट रे मेक्स विद द नॉर्मल इज कॉल्ड द एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस, एंड दिस एंगल विच दिस बेंड रे इज कॉल्ड द रिफ्रैक्टेड रे. इसको हम रिफ्रैक्टेड रे कहते हैं. ये रिफ्रैक्टेड रे जो नॉर्मल के साथ एंगल बना रही है इसको हम एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन कहते हैं. So in this diagram you can see that we have three rays. The ray which is falling on the interface is called incident ray. This line which is at the point of incidence perpendicular to the surface is called the normal. And this ray which is bent due to the change in speed of light is called the refracted ray. This is angle I and this is angle R. Likewise, if a ray of light goes from a denser medium into a rarer medium, suppose light water से air पे जा रही है तो ये हमारी इंसिडेंट रे है. इंसिडेंट रे जब पॉइंट ऑफ इंसिडेंस पर आती है, एयर में आकर के इसकी स्पीड बढ़ जाएगी, स्पीड बढ़ जाएगी तो पाथ भी चेंज हो जाएगा एंड इट विल फॉलो सम अदर पाथ गोइंग अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल. सो दिस एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस will be lesser than the angle of refraction here. So this is our refracted ray and the angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence, and in this case angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction.